Well, one of Australia's best and iconic actors have come back to Perth. Oh, no, I was going to ask you, how do you feel when you get introduced as iconic and best actors? Steve Bisley, by the way.
It just sounds like you mean old.
No, not old.
Iconic. Yeah, no, iconic's been.
Even though you started your career in the 70s.
Straight.
Yes, I was born in the 70s. So
This film, I'm here pretty much because it's the 45th year of the anniversary of the first Mad Max film.
Correct.
So younger generations wouldn't know because to them Mad Max is like Furiosa and all this stuff. But we actually started this whole to-do 45 years ago.
Well, I was going to ask you about that. You stole that thunder. So, but again, how's it feel?
Sorry.
You're fine. You're fine. This is your show. So, but how's it feel 45 years ago? How's it feel to be celebrating such a milestone?
Old. No, I don't feel it. But yeah, that was that long ago, dude. And we didn't know what it was going to turn out to be.
When did you realise it was going to be a big hit?
We didn't know.
Didn't know?
Till after we'd done.
Did you feel like you had something special?
It felt like it was unique. I did. Mel Gibson and I'd come out of drama school virtually straight into the film.
Yeah.
We just did the thing, and it was exciting to do, but, it was very little money to make, so we're all working pretty hard. Then it got released a couple of years later, and then it took off and became this sort of cult film. Yeah, crazy.
And you've always loved your bikes because you did all the riding in the film. Apart from a couple of stunts.
Yeah.
Apart from a couple of stunts, but you did all the riding. You still ride the bikes today?
Still ride, yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Well, I've got no elbows and no knees because what you lose, if you ride motorbikes, you lose all the pointy bits, like knees and elbows.
No, fantastic. Yeah. Well, you've come back to Supanova again. How many times have you been back? You've been back a few times. I met you in 2019, I know.
I've done three.
So third one.
Yeah.
Same one, probably the same years as James Masters. Masters is back here as well. But when the fans come and see you, again, a lot of my generation come and see you for Mad Max. I mean, do other generations see you for other things? You've had a great career.
Yeah, they do, like Water Rats and Police Rescue and The Big Steel. A lot of people come out.
I was going to say, they recognise you for Gordon Farkas. He's better looking than Jeff Mullins.
Oh, that's why his picture's on the wall. They come about The Big Steel to Gordon.
One of my favourite Australian movies, The Big Steel. So
a guy came up to me at a publicity thing in Adelaide, and he had a car jacket on. It's like Ford or something on his jacket. He said to me, "You personally put the industry back 20 years." Oh, man, it was there before I turned up. That was good fun.
That was fantastic. I know that I've noticed that you've said before that you don't watch a lot of the stuff that you're actually in. Is that true?
I never watch it.
Why is that? It's good stuff.
It's a job.
Yeah.
I've done the job. And it'd be like a plumber going back to look at the taps he put in 2 months before. Why would you? To me, it's a job. I do the job. I don't do it to then go and look at myself. No.
A lot of other people do. They collect their own action figures, for example. So each to their own, I suppose.
Yeah.
But another thing, I know that you haven't seen. I hope you do actually get a chance to see the new Mad Max movies. So you didn't see Fury Road, or Furiosa. That would be very good. So obviously, but it's a legacy that you helped build from the start. So that's why I thought you should see it.
They're just look, I don't know. It's just not my cup of tea.
I'm glad that you're basically having such a great career. You've done so much outside of film and TV as well, books and any more memoirs coming?
I'm just finishing my first work of fiction.
Wow.
So I've had 2 memoirs published.
Best-selling as well?
Yeah, this is my first novel.
So when we expect the novel to come out?
You'll be able to buy it at Christmas.
Christmas. So there you go. We got the exclusive here at Supanova. So exclusive. What's the book called?
I'm not saying.
You're not.
But I'll have my name on it.
Yeah, we'll have by Steve Bisley.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So again, you love coming to Supanova because you never had this sort of thing back in the day in the 70s and 80s. So this is something that's unique that you can sort of catch up with everyone that used to watch you in all those TV shows and movies.
And especially like when the first Mad Max came out, for example, or even the earlier television stuff I did, there was nowhere for the fans to go to meet you. You know, there was no events like this. So that's a great thing about Supanova. It gives people not only the chance to catch up with people they admire from shows, but the whole cosplay thing and animes and all that sort of stuff. And it's great.
Well, speaking of chance to catch up with people, and that's something interesting about this year's Supanova, because again, you were obviously Jim in Mad Max 1, and we've got Vernon Wells, who obviously was a crazy guy in Mad Max 2. You had a chance to swap some Mad Max stories. It was a very different character, obviously. He plays the villain and the wacky character so well. But,
It's been good to catch up with him.
Very unique. So again, it's like the Mad Max theme of this year's Supernova. It's awesome.
That's true.
Yeah. At one stage, you were learning to fly helicopters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So how's that?
I got my license. A bit hard to keep it up.
Yeah.
It's very costly. Helicopters. But I did back then. Yeah.
Nah, fantastic. Well, again, you're always welcome back in Perth. I know it's the third time. We're hoping it's going to be a third, fourth, and fifth. And again, coming up to about 5 years' time, you'll be back here for the 50th anniversary of Mad Max as well. So we love having you back in Perth, and we better let you get back because I know there's probably people waiting to see you.
Thanks, mate.
Appreciate your time.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks, everybody.